Hello. One piece of equipment that you'll be using throughout your career in the biological sciences is a pipette. And unlike some of the ones that you may have been used to at school, these ones are refined to dispense very specific amounts of fluid. They are often referred to by the manufacturer. So these are Gilson pipettes. But the School of Life Sciences also has Alpha Plus and Discovery ones. These pipettes come in different sizes, and the maximum capacity that they can deliver is printed on the top of the plunger. Most commonly, you'll be using the P1000, the P200, and the P20. There are some other sizes. Each of these pipettes has 3 dials in the window on the front, and this tells you how much fluid you will be dispensing. Please note that the P1000 has only 3 numbers, so when you have set it at 100, there is an extra 0 at the end, which is invisible. So you are dispensing 1000 microliters, which is 1 ml. Although theoretically the minimum that you can dispense with the P1000 is 001, which is 10 microliters, this pipette is not equipped for measuring out such low volumes, and if you are measuring down at that level, you should be moving on to the more precise, smaller pipettes like the P200 or the P20. The dial that you find on the P200 obviously fits within the range that this pipette can deliver. But again, if you start dispensing less than 20 microliters, you should move to the P20. The P20, as you can see, has again 3 numbers, and the smallest one is in red. So that is now calibrated to a decimal point. So this one is measuring 18.5 microliters. Some of the more advanced Gilson pipettes, and also both the Discovery and the Alpha Plus manufacturers, have the plunger so that it can be rotated and you can dial up the appropriate volume that you want to dispense. The plunger that you have been using has a stop, which is what you'd expect when you press it down, but also a little extra play to force any last vestige of liquid out of the tip. When you want to pick up the liquid, you only push it to the first stop of the plunger. Before we go on to describe the mechanism of pipetting, let's just make a note of this lever here, where if you push it down, moves a metal sleeve at the bottom part of the pipette. All pipettes are designed to be used with a pipette tip, and you load it from the pipette tip box like this. Push it down gently but firmly and then lift it up so that the tip of the tip is intact and not bent. This tip on this pipette is now ready to be used. So, once you are holding a pipette that has a tip on the end and is ready to be used, with the appropriate volume dialed in on the side, you insert it into the fluid that you are wanting to move so that just the tip is under the surface of the liquid. This is so that you do not pick up extra fluid on the outside of the tip, which might not make a difference when you are using a P1000, but when you are using a P20, you might have an extra 1 or 2 microliters on the outside of the tip, which may have a major influence on your experiment. When you have finished using the pipette, you place the end over the disposal bin and press this button, and the tip is ejected and you are now ready to load a fresh tip. In many of your experiments, it will be really important for you not to cross-contaminate your samples. So eject the tip and place a new one on every time you want to dispense a new fluid. Thank you for watching.